Hey Barry, so this is the new rack that I was telling you about. You can see that I just left the plates on there. I didn't really give a damn. And then this is what I'm going to be making the top with, so I can put plywood over it. But essentially, so this one is a little bit different than the bigger one that I made. This one, essentially, like the sides, ended up welding, for the axles, for the leaf springs, the leaf spring hangers, whatever, the little tabs, the links. I'm sorry, the links. Welding it on one side and then punching a hole, with my plasma cutter through the I-beam, and then sliding it on through, and so that's what I did for the sides. It's like that on this side and that side. So that was better than the other one. In my opinion, it was better than the other one. And then for these ones, for the front and back, I guess if you want to call it that, these ones, I ended up taking some of the links and cutting off the tabs. And so what I would do is I'd take a link and I would, go across like that, and that was my measurement. So then I would scribe a line, and it turned out that, anyways, it was perfect. So when I welded it on there, and then I would take one of the plates. There's some of these plates that are exactly 9.5 inches, which is what, for a 10-inch I-beam from the inside, is actually 9.5, because you take off a quarter and a quarter, whatever, you end up with 9.5. And so there's some of these plates that fit tight inside the I-beam. So then I would just use the holes as my template. And so I would take the plate and I'd put it right up against there, and I'd slide it up against the I-beam, and I'd mark it kind of where I wanted to match this, so that it was on the same level. And actually you can see the line right there. So I would scribe that. I would take a square or a straight edge or something like that and put it on there, and then kind of just eyeball it. And then, but I would put the plate on there, and then I would just take my plasma cutter and go and cut out the holes real fast, and boom, boom. And when I would weld these tabs on there, it would line up perfectly. So these plates, the plates that I was talking about, are 9.5 inches, but the holes themselves, where they're at, is 8 inches on the dot. And so when I would cut those tabs and put them on and weld them on there, because I would measure it with another tab, it was perfect. It would perfectly line up at 8 inches, and perfectly from the edge of the I-beam here. So it was beautiful. All of them went in without a problem. I thought I was for sure gonna have to take a unibit and hog out the hole or stuff like that, but no, it just fucking boom, pow, boom, pow, pow, pow. I was like, yeah, titties. So, anyways, you can see they're all pretty burly. These are lug, for the wheels. And actually, all of them are lug bolts. I didn't use any hitch bolts on this one, I think. Yeah, no, I didn't use any hitch bolts. All of them are wheels, lug bolts. And then I use these for washers, just to soak up some of the space, because it would bottom out, and then it wouldn't tighten no more. So I'm like, fuck. So then I put those on there as washers and whatnot and whatever the fuck. But you can see I didn't care. I was like, oh, that's a rain gutter. Yeah, so water channel's right there. I'm kidding. But yeah, so I'll be putting a platform up here and then one down here, and putting plywood over it, and then whatever. I'll be able to slide shit in there, and put stuff underneath. Get stuff up either off the ground or just out of the rain, because it'll be plywooded and whatnot. So, anyways.